Hey guys, welcome to the Two Thumbs Up podcast. Dr. Todd here. Just wanted to chat for a few minutes today. We had a guest and they had to reschedule, which is fine. We'll get them back on in July. But I wanted to say hello today, and I don't know. I really have a lot going on and a lot on my mind, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about. There's a lot going on. But let's start out with what concussion is for us. We started this company with Concussion Pros. I started our program nearly 10 years ago, and we've seen so many different patients over the years, and what we're finding is, we love the results we get, but really what it is for us is that we have these great patient interactions. They teach us a lot. We learn a lot. We're able to, do the things we love, as well as be open to new possibilities. And with concussion, it's such a wide range of injuries, as well as it's like everyone is unique, and that's what's a lot of fun for us. And so we have this foundation we started in January, and it's called the Concussion Recovery Foundation, and it's a nonprofit. We started it because we see that there's a great need in the community where people don't have insurance, or they don't have the ability to get the care they need because of they might be on Medicaid or some other, where there's just not the availability, or they're uninsured, or the family. If it's especially with an athlete, or the individual doesn't have the resources. So we thought that, hey, starting a foundation for brain injury would be a phenomenal idea and opportunity to assist people. And the whole idea isn't just to obviously assist Concussion Pros. It actually has nothing to do with Concussion Pros. It is about getting information available and sharing the message of concussion across the country, where in specific parts of the country where people need some financial assistance, the foundation is there to offer a stipend or some a form of revenue where they can go get treated at any concussion clinic across the country, not just necessarily our clinics. But the whole idea is to shed more light on what a concussion is, more research, more information. The foundation has a research arm. We have a treatment arm. We have an information sharing arm. We have a volunteer arm where we are seeking volunteers to assist us in getting this message out. It's a wonderful thing. It's a new thing for me. Never been part of a foundation, never started a foundation, but the Concussion Recovery Foundation is literally sort of a great opportunity to get people in the conversation of brain injury. So anyway, it's another reason we wrote the book Concussed. If that's on Amazon, if you want it. But I just wanted to throw those things out there real quick today and discuss why we love what we do. On another note, we've been doing this podcast for, I don't know how many episodes we have. Maybe how many episodes we have? Lil, 80 some episodes. And I've realized that I was doing this podcast, I learn more from this than anything else I do. The interactions I have with people, the conversations that inspire me, and I feel like this podcast, it's like, well, it's like when I first started doing it, I was very hesitant because I didn't know I still don't know what I'm doing, but I love it because I love the conversations we have with people. I remember their experiences, regardless if anybody ever actually listens to this podcast, it actually doesn't concern me. Like, I listen to it, meaning I listen to it because I have this experience, this interaction with an individual, and it just changes my life. And so I guess from a I don't know if the word selfish standpoint, because when I say the word selfish, it doesn't imply selfishness. It implies, I learned, like I said, I learned so much. I'm so grateful and because of the people that have been on the podcast, it has given me the grounding, or maybe the faith, or the trust that from other people's experiences, that with the roads they've walked, to assist me in the roads that I'm walking now, the things that are in my life and in my wife's life, that without the people that have shared on this podcast, and without the people in my life, I'm not sure I would have the grounding, the faith to experience what we're experiencing right now. And I know I'm being very vague, but there's my sweet wife, and many people, many millions upon millions of people have dealt with very similar things. Melanie's cancer diagnosis is very unique in the way of the presentation, and in the way of the location, and in the way of the type of tumor that it is. And so I'm learning a lot. And so I was just reflecting on the podcast today. I know the guests weren't coming. I was reflecting. I'm like, okay, why am I doing this? Like, I asked the question to myself, why am I doing this? And I feel like the reason I'm doing this, it's for me. And because it's for me, I've learned so many things, and I feel like, okay, because of this, of all things I've experienced and learned from others and felt from others, okay, this is in our path, and we can walk this walk. And so it's such a. I was having some conversations with some people today about, we just found out Melanie's diagnosis, prognosis, treatment plan. She's stepping into some free fall type of medical care. That's, she went through this surgery, and they removed the tumor, and then we found out later what it was. But and she had her spine fused, and we felt like, she'd climbed her Everest, And then we just realized just the other day that we're at base camp, and so she's going to climb another Everest. She's so inspiring to me. She's out today it's like, I had this conversation with a dear friend, and Heather, her name's Heather. She's been on the podcast, dear friend of ours for years and years and years. I was talking to her today because my wife's dearest friend, and she was describing Melanie, and I said, yeah, she's game timing. She's like prepping. She's prepping for this climb, this Everest, and I see her. She's already in the zone, because I've seen her do this before with other things, whether it's with the children or with it's the business. She's prepping. She's game timing this thing, and it just inspires me so much that I'm like, the trust and faith that she has in herself and in God and in her body to climb this Everest is something I've never experienced. And I think we've had people close in our life, nephews and different things, who've gone through cancer and life-ending situations, and I honor so much the family members who walked with them every day. It's like from an outsider, even if it's family, we're not in it every day. We're not with them every day. But what I'm seeing is, when it's those that walk with those people with cancer every day, where they live it with them, where you want to literally take it from the loved one, and then the one in the cancer is literally walking hand in hand. I can see it. I can feel it. They're walking hand in hand with God, just because when life gets dirt road honest, and this is a new experience for when life gets dirt road honest about what's in the path. I have wanted to fight it, but Melanie, she's like, okay, I got this. We got this, God. We got this. We got this. And I was just telling my friend Heather, I'm like, thank goodness I have a punching bag in my garage because I get to a point where I want to fight. I want to fight whatever it is. I want to fix it. And I go and get it out. And then I know I can surrender it back to God. There's so many things in life where I feel like I have some sort of input or some way of controlling or creating something. But when it comes to stuff like this, it is all, other than loving and walking with and holding someone's hand and being calm and listening and slowing down, being stoic, not in a hard way, but in a soft, like a sea breeze. I keep thinking of the sea breeze. Okay, I am the sea breeze. And so as I can do that with Melanie, I can climb this Everest with her, even though she's the one climbing. I'm just more like a Sherpa. I guess maybe I'm not even the Sherpa. I probably just get to stay at base camp and watch her through the binoculars climb this Everest. So I don't know, you guys. I'm just rambling today, but these are the things in my life. I'm so grateful for this podcast and for really Lily, who she listens to these all the times and edits them. And I'm grateful for this company that we have and the people that see the vision. And great gratitude is an interesting word, because there comes a time when I use that word, but then it never really quite fits because it's so much more than gratitude. There's things in life where words can't even, like even unconditional love or humility, or they don't quite fit the experience. And so with that said, the gratitude I have for my amazing wife is, like I said, the word doesn't quite fit. It's more immense and expansive than any words that I have. So, she's going to go for it. We're going to go for it. We're going to and trust and have faith in God and surrender it. And in the surrendering, and it waxes and wanes for me. I'm like, okay, I surrender, and then I want to. But in the surrendering is where I feel this stillness, this breath, the sea breeze. And I think of there's a story I read when I was a little dude, probably the first book I ever read that wasn't a kid's book, called Jonathan Livingston's Seagull. And I don't know if y'all, I don't know if I mentioned this book or not. It's called Jonathan Livingston's Seagull. I can't remember the other. It's a great book about a seagull. I grew up in Oregon, wasn't too far from the Oregon coast. And the seagulls, man, they do their seagull thing. But there was this one in the story called Jonathan, and he wanted to soar like an eagle. And he'd get so high, and he'd come down and his friends were like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're a seagull. You're not an eagle." But Jonathan knew he was an eagle. And he lived his beautiful seagull life like an eagle, and he just wanted to express himself in his own unique way. And but I can see him floating on the sea breeze, and he'd use the wind, and he'd curve his wings in a way that made him dive faster, and he learned that. And then all of a sudden, all his seagull buddies are like, "Hey, maybe we could do that. Maybe Oh, but no, we're just seagulls. And Jonathan's like, no, do your wings this way and change the curvature so you catch the wind and it's effortless. It's like this effortless experience because of the assistance of the wind. And I love that little story, and it reminds me of my Melanie. She knows how to dance with the wind, and I've learned so much from her. 34 years of perfection. And of course, then there's perfect, huh? No, perfect in its perfect way, like, yeah, like it is supposed to be. So, for all y'all going through things, and I talk to people, there's so much going on with individuals and families, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, expand from there. And I'm inviting myself, and you, if you so choose, to listen to the sea breeze, walk hand in hand with those that are looking for assistance, or even not, but being gentler with one another, kinder, compassion, humility, and of all of it in the surrendering of the control. There's this sense of, oh, I am connected to all that is, and I'm doing this dance of life in the flesh for a moment. And the perfect opportunities to experience gratitude, unconditional love, creativity, fatherhood, love, intimacy. Wow. It's in so many ways it is perfect. Actually, in all ways it is perfect. So I love y'all. I'm grateful. If you're walking through the valley of the shadow of the death and the shadow, slow down. Be still. And know that I am the everlasting name of God. And that's where I'm at. I'm going to do that within my business. I'm going to do that in my life. I surrender that to my beautiful Melanie. And I will watch her fly like my friend Jonathan the Seagull. So I love you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for all my guests. Come on the show sometime, and I'd love to learn from you. So thank you.